Hey everyone, Burton's back and we are chasing the Colovians back into their own land. We've just destroyed one of their armies and we've just started to engage the other. We are in the hills, we are suffering some negative penalties, but hopefully for ourselves we have more than enough men to be taking care of this. They don't have a commander on one of their flanks, so they should be suffering a little bit. Yes, they've been broken. Brilliant. Okay, so will they go ahead and ask for a white peace? They will accept a white peace from us. I'm keen to push the matter a little bit more, so we'll split, we'll chase, and I'm actually going to try and take back the land. Now ideally I would like them to go ahead and surrender. I don't think that's going to happen, but if we're able to take back some of these, you never know. 36% at the moment. We do have an elite strike force of 39 troops going back to take Elder's Blood. We've managed to take this back as well. And the Colovians are in the middle of a revolt. That's actually not too bad if we keep them busy enough. They're going to Helgen. Whoever remembers Helgen, surely. So 147 defenders there, and that's not too bad at all. We'll keep on pressing the matter. Now obviously with Morrowind, they haven't really appeared yet. So we'll see how we get on with that one. They're going to Moorgate now. We'll chase them to Moorgate. So who is actually leading the Colovians? Where's his seat? Is that it? Oh no, sorry, right there. Well, we're not going to be attacking that one, so we'll just do what we can. We've taken back some of the lands. We're at 40% on the war score as well now. I think we're probably just going to go ahead and maybe assault this last piece of territory. Betrothed can marry, so that's Atrebus and Rochelle. So that's our Camlorn friendship, should we say? Excellent. So now the Kingdom of Camlorn are now our friends. Which is good because they have some troops, or not some troops, some land in Winterhold. So we've taken another one back. We're at 43% now. I think we'll actually try and press and take some of their land, Moorgate. Their revolt's going to cause them some serious problems. We should be able to actually win this. I'm just getting tired of doing white pieces, so we'll see what we can actually manage out of this. I'd rather keep a niece on side, so I'll say of course he's a heretic. Anyone else we can call up? Another 500 or so, not too many. You guys have done your job. Head on in here, we'll push you guys down as well. In fact, we'll push you up to take care of this tiny force. 44% at the moment. So it's such a shame that they declared when they declared, we will let you rot. Because it would have allowed us to actually push in what our plan was, but now we know they're weak. Now we know we should be able to take this land and it shouldn't cause us too much of a problem. They're the titles, by the way, which we can actually go ahead and do. We can call in our new allies now if we want to, but we're not going to do that until we actually need them. Now I don't think any of these have actually come and joined us as of yet. They're not actually in our land, so I'm fine for things at the moment with that. We'll let that try and run its course the best it can. We'll send you guys around to start trying to take another bit of the land. 46% we're at right this moment. Oh, here we go. So they've got 3,000 men. Well, we'll see how that does. 2,000 of them have arrived in Usen Pass. We're taking the first bit of land here. We'll press on out here. Now if we were to push all the way down here to the Imperial Isle, we might be able to cause a bit more problems for them. But I think maybe the embargo war, we should go ahead and just surrender to that. What do you think? We will lose prestige. And 16 gold from raising 1 trade post. I don't think we're going to do it at the moment. I want to see what else they're going to send. Consider this somewhat of a test for us. So let's get you guys up to the next place. Now, should we go for the Imperial Isle? It's tempting. I'm not gonna lie. Let's get you guys down here. We've only got 1,800 men. The Imperial Isle surely is better. Well, it's not really. I thought it was going to be better defended than that. Now, surely we would suffer from attrition if we start moving on down. Arius is actually pressed out quite a bit into some of these lands. I think we need to teach the Colovians a bit of a lesson. We're suffering from some defeats here, which is understandable. So I think we are going to go ahead and we'll do the surrender to them. At least that will get them off our backs a little bit. We have 1,900 men. We'll finish this siege and see what comes of it. Begone, Morrowind. You can have the... Yes, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. We have 1 man on his own, Baron Torquilland. So we'll send these guys to try and take care of him. I'm very tempted. I might actually go for the Imperial Isle. We'll take care of what's here. I think we're gonna go. We need to be showing the Colovians while they're weak. Let's see what sort of impact this has. 2%. You know what? Let's go for it. It'll take us a good while to get there, but we'll see what we can do. We should have enough men back home to take care of the other pressing issue. So we'll try and get you all to the capital, please. If you guys can get to the capital, that'd be great as well. And then we can always call up some mercenaries to try and take care of these guys. But who would have thought it, eh? That we're heading all the way down to the Colovian States. Well, yes, I would have thought it, but just not this soon, you see. And we'll actually get you to prevent some plots from going on. They're suffering from attrition now. Supply limit is 2,000. They are going to lose people doing this. We're going to have about 500 troops or so, and we're going to run into another 900 or so of them, who are currently running away, it looks like. They're going to Gladysheim. We're going exactly the same way. We're still not suffering from attrition yet. We're going to have to keep a close eye on that one. Can we catch them here? We can indeed. And we're losing slightly more men than them, but we should have this pretty comfortably. Yes, there we do. We're at 63%. Let's continue our push onto the Imperial Isle, where the king sits in terror, waiting for the inevitable. You've become an expert priest, have you? Okay. Vein of Valorant. You're only 13. You have no wife, 34. We'll have a look at that shortly. We'll deal with the war first. We're almost there, people. Almost at the Imperial Isle. The Colovian States, they have done very well. Anvil appears to be united again under Maurice the Just. Unfortunately, they don't have any children. We suffered a very basic defeat there, but we knew that was going to happen. They have a massive amount of troops in our area. And we've arrived. So they only have 340 defenders at the White Gold Tower. So we're going to take that first. You've usurped something from my wife. Is that really the smartest way? I can't even revoke it. God damn it. Okay, so we're going okay. Let's go ahead and get what men we've got together here. So we're going to end up having about 700 or so. Then that should be more than enough for us to continue our defence. This is good. So King Pavan of the Colonian States, we are teaching you a lesson. He's a legitimised bastard as well. So we've got one victory. We're going to keep on at this, people. We're not going to be giving up anytime soon. We'll show those Colovians what it means to attack a cruel sea. Our Marshal, we need a new one. We'll go for Viga. Manilus, yeah, Manilus, we'll go for that. Get us some money. New Magister, Larius. Okay, yes. Consult there. So what does that actually do? Ah, right. Military technology speed rate plus 24. We can certainly do with some of that. We can improve tolerance, which I think we're probably going to do. Magical infrastructure we won't bother. Cav we won't bother with. Excellent. Right, so things are going okay. They're losing quite a few men. They're not actually making much of a dent in it. We have that many pieces of territory now. It will take them a good while to be able to influence the war score in an overly positive way for them. It's not appropriate. And here we go. The Fort Legion is about to fall next. Improves the economy. Yes. Plus 100% on that, I will take that. So it looks like they're moving on to the next piece of land. So let's have a look what we can do here. So we do have more people we can call up. Not that many more, but I think it should be enough. We'll just keep on building like this. Another 400 or so. That'll take us over 1,000. And we're probably going to have to call up some mercenaries. Maybe we've got 2,000 we can get for 120. The upkeep on that is almost 13 a month. Yeah, it's going to be a very large expense. We'll keep on doing things like this. If we can free up these men, all the better. And I think this war will probably be over soon. We're sieging the Imperial City as we speak, and there's only 402 defenders left, and their morale drops every single day, and that's going to fall soon. There we go, and now we're on the waterfront. So we're kind of sieging this backwards. We're taking the city before we're taking the waterfront, but hey, that's what happens. Now let's have a look at this, because I've not been paying much attention to my family. It looks like everyone is pretty much alive. The waterfront's just been taken as well. Betius, he's actually got some fully grown sons. His youngest daughter has actually died of disposition. I was going to say depression. How can you be a depressed newborn? Well done, Lanka. Well done. Does this man like me more yet? 87, he likes me. Okay, let's arrange a marriage for him. We do have my daughter. He's lowborn. Right, you're just a governor, are you? Well, that's fine. You are a republic, so that's what's causing a bit of the issues there. Imperial Isle. Waterfront again, and now it's the siege of the Green Emperor Way. 360 or 85 on the war score. They've only got 3 more places in the capital. We've already asked her to stop the plot, so that's not too bad. Giant, so we must pay for this to try and help out our local populace. Brilliant, okay. Now that we've got almost 1,000 men, we can start moving to try and take back some of our territory. I think the only way we're probably going to do this is just wait for this to go ahead and end this war, perhaps. Yeah, that's a sensible thing to do. We are suffering from attrition. Oh, the supply limit's just dropped. Why is it dropped? Adventurers. Oh, come on, guys. We need to be fast with this. Let's split in half. Get the larger ones on the boat, please. Drop you off next door. Oh, this is so annoying. Get you back on over. Might have been quicker for us to walk them, but what are you going to do, eh? 89% on the war score down here. And now it's the siege of Acrimonarum. Yeah. Arcanorum. That'll do. Can't believe we've just lost a lot of our men because there's bloody attrition. Okay. Is there any way for us to possibly get rid of that? No, Vega is leading troops, so not at this very moment. We can always stop him from leading troops, but where's the fun in that? So now we've got 871 men. I'm going to send them down to here, down to Riverwood, so they can meet up with these 1200 when they're on their way back. Yes, we'll do that. We'll get an extra 25 points. That'd be nice. We've had the victory as well. Marcia, the hero of Northwatch. My lord, there are strange tidings from the province of Northwatch. As our country suffers under the strain of war, a young woman has come forward and declared that the Eight has spoken to her and instructed her to deliver us from the enemies of our land. She wears armour, wields a sword and rides with soldiers. Her name is Marcia, and she is said to be approaching your court at this very moment to offer her services to you as a leader in the war. Surely it's an absurd notion that a young peasant woman should take the role of marshal or general of the king's armies. Let's have a look at this lady. Inspiring leader, aggressive, heavy infantry, jungle terrain. She's actually really good. We'll receive her and see what she can do for us. Yes, we will appoint her a commander. Yeah, I don't see why not. That is not an issue at all. Brilliant. 91% we are on at the moment. They're down a little bit now. They've actually moved, so let's get into their territory, shall we? Oh, in fact, no, let's not. Let's stay the course. So these Colovians are going to bend the knee in a moment. We're going to take Templetham. There we go, we're at 93%, so very close to our end goal. Hopefully, if we just manage to take maybe Way, we should be good. The war score will continue to tick on over. Marcia the noble reacts. My king, the lords of the realm complain. I think it's most unfitting and strange that a young maid of low birth is allowed such a prominent position, where their noble lords are plenty, who are much more well prepared and competent to lead your armies. Some of them are asking if you're doing it deliberately to insult them. I would say let them moan. Yeah, I'm the king. Let's just take this land as quickly as we can. They've still not done much on the war score. It's minus 11 at the moment. Try and get you down to this region, try and get you down to Helgen. Marcia and the king. One evening at court, Marcia approaches you and asks to speak with you in private. You agree and both you sit down for talks in your chambers. She speaks to you of a vision of the gods and her quest to save the country from the enemy. She speaks with passion, her simple honesty and forceful zeal both coming across as she looks in your eyes. She declares her fierce loyalty and love for you as the chosen king. You are quite impressed by her passion, intelligence and sincerity. Thank you for coming to see me, yes. Marcia looks at me seriously. I hope you've been listening, my lord. The country is hurting and you, its rightful sovereign, is the one to mend it. I shall aid you. This is the mission I've been given by the gods. Very good, Marcia. I need to win a couple of wars first, but bear with me, we'll get in there. So we don't have enough men to take this particular territory. Oh good, we get a good boost to our local tax modifier. No, that's not appropriate. We're at 96% now. So we're actually going to push these men back up here. And if we can do so, maybe try and take some territory at the same time. There was once a time when I would lead my men into battle, a time when I thought I was destined to rule the world. Once they called me a warlord, but no longer. My thirst for conquest has been satiated. Bloody hell, I'm now content again. That's a shame. The Colovian Wars are over. We were so close to winning. Marcia and the common folk, the entire country is boiling with rumours of gossip of Marcia, the humble country girl who rose to become a trusted servant of the king. Hoping of defeating the realm's enemies, blossoming and peasants everywhere are celebrating this fantastic tale of a virgin saviour from the humblest ranks of society. She is truly a legend. Well, we're now enough of legends, we have to be taking care of this. Let's get you guys back into our main territory, shall we? We can go ahead and disband the ships. We're suffering from attrition, supply limit is 4,000. Getting slightly better now. The earldom of Harun can be usurped once they are at peace though. You're still attacking us. She requests an audience. She says that the military establishment seems trapped in old doctrines and that the commanders would benefit from more offensive thinking, so as more religious schooling of course. They're grumbling. Oh. So what do you want to do? Favour military powers. It is a good idea. I'll go with that. Let's get our people together, shall we? Have we got anyone else who can join the cause? No, no one right now. I think we'll have enough men to take care of this, so what we will do is just go straight over and finish this war. And then we're going to have to see what happens next, because once again we've got some factions. This time it's independence factions. Kelmec the Shadow. We're no longer a warlord though, so that's going to prove problems itself. Your Magister Lurius approaches you one morning. My lord, there is much displeasure among the clergy at the elevation of this young woman Marcia. The things she says are considered heretical by some in the Holy Church, and others frankly see their position threatened by one of such low birth. I would advise you to consider whether or not it's worth protecting this young lass at such a potential cost. I'm going to support her for now. Now hopefully we won't get some sort of massive religious uprising. We'll leave that there. And this is where I'm going to leave the episode now, folks. Things are getting somewhat interesting. Join me in the next one. Cheers.